guys, it's Ellie here, and this is my first time showing my face in a video, which is different. Today I'm going to be talking about why things are going to be changing on my channel and why I haven't posted in so long, and just all the things that happened in these past 2 years. Some crazy stuff happened, but I am ready to talk about it and want to share it with you guys, even though most of you guys are probably from SIG and already know what happened. But if you're not, welcome. Hi there. And I really hope you watch my videos and enjoy them. Okay, so sorry about that. I recorded that intro like 10 minutes before I had to leave the house. So anyway, a lot of my videos are going to be changing because of the move and just because how much my life has changed. Recently, I'm gonna say two-ish years ago, I had a lot of trouble breathing, and we went to the hospital to get an x-ray and saw that one of my lungs was completely full of fluid. And so I had to go to a different hospital to get my lung drained, and there they found a tumor on my heart, and they didn't have the capabilities to take care of me where I was currently getting care from, so I had to move somewhere else and get care there. And there I found out that the tumor on my heart was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, or cancer. So I had a cancerous tumor. That's one of the reasons I had to move and leave so abruptly. Don't get me wrong, I really miss making videos with my friends, and just, that was so fun. We recorded those there, and it was just always so fun to make those videos. But now, as I'm changing, my channel's gonna be changing. Even though I only have 2 videos right now because I delete a ton of them because they all got copyrighted, I'm gonna be posting a lot more, hopefully, and explain a lot more of what's going on and what happened. So after I moved into the, third hospital, they didn't have the capabilities there either, kind of. They wanted to move me somewhere else to a hospital that could treat it and give me chemo and all the stuff I needed. Luckily, I didn't need radiation. I only needed chemo injections, or infusions, sorry. So I had to get a port surgically implanted, and now they just access that anytime they need to get chemo. I was in the hospital, I want to say for a total, I want to say possibly 2 months. It felt like so much longer, but it really wasn't. It was a short hospital stay, but I had to fly and so much to get so many different hospitals. At this third hospital, the one where they took the biopsy, that's where I found out I had the cancer. My dad was with me, and he now told me that he went and cried alone so it wouldn't scare me. And that is just, you guys don't even understand how much your parents have to go through. If your parents worry about you that much just on the daily, imagine how worried my parents were. Not to, or anything, but that was my third hospital, and I think I was there for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Then I got relocated to a different hospital in Virginia, and there I started my chemo treatment, and I was living at the Ronald McDonald House because the hospitals are so amazing. I got to live in a Ronald McDonald House for free for almost a month, and it was awesome. I loved it there. We lived in this big house. The only thing was, I have 4 siblings, so we had to send 2 of my siblings away. We had to send, I want to say she was 10 at the time, the 10-year-old and the 10-year-old and the 9-year-old away to go live with my grandparents because we only had 3 beds in the room. So it was me, and at the time I think I was 11. It was me, I think she was 4, maybe 5, 5-year-old sister, and no, he wasn't even 1 yet, my under 1 brother. Couldn't even crawl yet. So it was me, my sister, and my brother and my parents living in this room with 3 beds. We had to get a crib for my brother, and it was so awesome there. I got a few of my chemo injections there, and that's where I lost a bunch of my hair. Insert photos here. What happened was, it was my birthday and I wanted my hair in a French braid, or 2, I think I did 2 French braids down, and my hair was pretty long. It was like here. So I did that and I loved it so much. And normally when I braid my hair, I keep it in for a day so that when I take it out, it's all nice and curly. But at that time I was already losing my hair. So when I tried to take it out, it was matted. So all of the hair that was dead and was falling out was just stuck in the braid. My mom tried to brush it out for 8 hours and she got this huge knot down here, and then she just had to cut the rest. That day was very emotional, and luckily my dad was really nice and he shaved his whole head with me. I loved that so much, so nice. And it was different having short hair, and it was still really nerve-wracking, but it was a lot easier not having a ton of hair fall out daily. From there, we decided to try to move closer to family while I was getting my chemo treatment. So from there, I started going to a hospital in Nashville, and I was driving probably an hour from my grandparents' house to Nashville. I don't know, most of it was once a week. And that was a lot easier because I had family, and it was just so much easier to be around family during this difficult time. And I think one of the coolest experiences at the hospital in Nashville was I had this one chemo where I had to go 3 days in a row, so I would do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And instead of them making us drive an hour there, hour back for 3 days in a row, they gave the chemo to us, and my dad actually did it. He pushed the chemo through my port, and he also took the needle out when it was time to de-access me. And I can't even describe how grateful I am that he did that for me. It was just amazing. My mom couldn't, because at the time she still had a baby that she was trying to feed, so she couldn't handle any of my chemo. She couldn't even use the same bathroom as me. It was a lot easier living with family but at the same time it wasn't. So I think we may have lived there 2 months, something like that. My sister started going to school. I couldn't go to school. I had missed, I want to say, I don't think I missed any school. Maybe I did. Well, my sisters were going to school because it was still kind of close to the end of it was the end of the year, starting the next year, so they started school there, and I couldn't start school because of my sickness, of my cancer. So I was doing some different online schools, trying to catch up on math and all of that. And then when we moved again, when we got relocated to Texas. So that's where we're living now. And I'm going to a hospital now and getting chemo still. After my tumor was gone within a month of treatment, which was amazing, but we still had to do 2 more years of treatment to make sure the cancer didn't come back. So 2 years of chemo and LPs, which if you don't know, sorry for people that don't like needles, but it's a big needle in your spine, and I had to get those probably every week. Now it's only once a month, which is amazing, and I'm actually ending chemo in November. And there's a lot of kids and a lot of parents that have kids that are going through chemo that are younger than 2, and I try to help as many as I can because the parents don't know what's going on in their kid's head. And there's been a few times where I've had to, where they ask what's going on, why isn't my kid eating? And I would help and say, when I was going through chemo kills all your taste buds. You can't taste a thing. There was one point where I ate a spoonful of wasabi because that's the only thing I could taste. I had to drink water with a ton of lemon juice because I could taste every single mineral in it, and I still have to today, just because of that experience. But everything's good now. Hopefully I'm done in November. But if any of you have any questions, if your parents are going through this, you're going through this, your grandparents, any of that, just let me know, and I am here to help. I've learned so much, and I don't know, I feel not a failure, but I almost feel like a failure if I'm not sharing that with you guys. Like, if I'm not helping people that need help, I don't know what's the point of it all. And I feel like that was not a reason, but I feel like it's a good upside. Now I can help kids that can't speak for themselves. I know one time I had a nurse that was just terribly rude. She ripped my needle out of my port without even telling me, and she kept pushing me around, and I asked her to stop. And she wouldn't stop, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I normally deal with babies." And it was just terrifying for my dad and I. So we filed a complaint because the babies can't tell you that you're hurting them. The babies can't say, "You're hurting me, you need to stop." They can't tell you that. So I feel like that also may have something to do with why I have such bad anxiety now, and I have panic attacks when stuff isn't going on, when I don't know exactly what's going on, because that nurse did not tell me a thing that was happening, and it was just terrifying. But I'm here to help. If any of you need help, let me know. I can talk. I've been through I am still going through anxiety, panic attacks, chemo treatment. A bunch of people don't like me now because I'm different, and they treat me like a piece of glass. I am here to talk if you guys need it. I'm an outsider now because people like to assume things about me, things that aren't true. And even though they don't say it to my face, I know that they're talking about it. So if you ever need to talk, I'm here. I've had multiple people call me a boy because I had short hair when my hair was growing back in from chemo, and I've had multiple people not believe me that I was a girl when I told them I was. It's just life. And I mean, terrible things happen, but I believe that it happened for a reason. I really hope it happened for a reason, because I have been through so much, but I believe that it has made me a stronger person. Now I can use my voice to help others. I can talk to others about experiences they've had. I am just so confused why this all happened, but I know there was a reason. It could be I wasn't supposed to be where I was during COVID. Nobody really knows what that reason was. But I still have to go in public and wear a mask like everybody else does. But I've had to do that for the past 2 years because I have an autoimmune deficiency too right now because of the chemo treatment. And I'm going to have to be on certain medications for the rest of my life because of this. I'm on blood thinners right now because of my port. And there's just so much going on. I know I've said this so many times, but I mean it. If any of you need to talk, I am here. I want to talk to you. I want to share my experiences. I want to help people. Even though I am just a small, tiny YouTuber with 15 subscribers, and this video is probably going to get like, 10 views, I still am going to use my voice. If it's 10 people or if it's 100 people, I'm going to talk, and I want to help, and I want to share my experiences. And whether it be, if you guys want to see a video about my worst nurse experience, and trust me, that one that I just told you about was not it. If you guys want me to tell you about what my scariest surgery was, or anything, or if you guys want to ask about any surgery, or if you're worried about going under anesthesia or anything like that, let me know. I'm here to talk. I really hope you guys watched it the whole way through. I really hope you subscribe. I'm here to talk. Any videos you want to see, I will try to do them. I just want to help as many people as I can. I'm gonna end the video here, but I really hope I helped some people, and if you guys want a video about how I deal with my anxiety or anything else, just let me know. Thanks for watching.